Okay. Okay, now we're back. Now we got sound. Matthew pointed something out last time when I didn't have sound, and I think I figured it out this time. And I remembered to click it the first time I did the live stream today. This is the third. That I had to switch the microphone because it wants to use my unconnected wireless headphones for a microphone. And actually, I have to use the microphone that's on the system. So we'll see. Hopefully, folks come back. Hopefully, the folks come in. Forgive me because I'm going to be doing some stuff on screen while talking and streaming, and hopefully it's still going to come through. But I'm going to jump into my thing here, YouTube Studio, and see if I can drop off the other content that may or may not be playing, that people may or may not be seeing, that hopefully this is coming through okay. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see for sure. All right, so it looks like Pixilation 1 ended. I'm switching that over to private just to make things easier and work quicker. Save, yes. Okay, so that one's off there. All right, so switching back over tabs. Hey, there I am. Hey, everyone. What's up, yo? Be audible and be visible. Hopefully I'm visible. How is my resolution? Has it resolved itself? Are we looking better? I'm certainly hoping so, because I want to build some Lego today and show y'all some stuff, which may or may not be interesting. We're sure to find out. So yeah, I'm just filing this back. Yeah, so oh my God, I'm back, and all the apologies to all the people and sundry and everything under the sun, everything under the ocean, everything in space. Mea culpa. Yeah. So yeah, we're back, and now I can show you things. And I checked the mail, and still no package. So, because I am so close. Not 1080, but it'll do. Hey, it'll do, right? Like I think if I'm going to end up doing this as a regular thing, I need to get my head more in the game and get more professional about it. Maybe get a good microphone, maybe get an auxiliary camera, maybe get StreamYard or something like that I can end up working. And hey, hello again, breaking news stuff. Yeah, so here we are talking about technical issues, right? I guess I just been it was my time to get some more, so now we're back. But yeah, so what happens is when I go live, and it shows, it's going to take it from the webcam for this, and the audio source is going to be such, and it says, yeah, we're going to use your wireless stereo headset. Why are you using my wireless stereo headset that isn't even like connected? So yeah. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me through this, because it's been a wild week. Things have been up and down and back and forth and sideways and every which directions you haven't even thought of. That's how things are going this week. So yeah, I'm back. We have to start somewhere, and sometimes we have to restart somewhere, right? So that's where we are. Picked the wrong week to stop smoking. Have to do the chroma key, so you had a green screen behind you. Yeah, I have no clue about green screens or anything like that, which honestly I should. I mean, and let's go way back in time to circa 1995, where I was up on technology like a mug. And fast forward to now, where I'm just lucky I can spell things correctly on occasion, But I mean, that's not even bringing punctuation into this. So we'll just put a stop to that. All right, so yeah, here we are again. Just a quick recap of everything that, and I might even beef out what's going on, yo. Yeah, so you may or may not have seen earlier that we did a mostly pixelated stream earlier for about the first hour. Yes, R2Debo. Yeah, I'm gonna go through everything again real quick now, because we've got resolution. The resolution has been resolved. I don't know why I keep saying that. It just sounds fun. All right, so I'm working on an R2-Debo. It's bad, yo. It's essentially a trash can with wheels, right? But it's something. It's a start. So R2-Debo is coming into existence slowly, and then of course once R2-Debo gets to a final phase, R2-Debo is going to make his way to Seattle, surely. So there's R2-Debo. Here, of course, is Thanos in the flesh. Of course, the craggy chin, the dead soulless eyes that glint with light, just to let you know that there's a bit of mania going on there. So yeah. And of course, once again, I'll say this was done without any snot. I mean, I do have a couple snot bricks in there, but really that's all I had in medium lavender. So this is all just brick down slopes and whatnot. He's grown on me, yo. I just threw him together and like look at him right now. He's so happy. He's just smiling. we're just hanging out and having a good old time. And then he gets serious, right? So yeah, I love the Thanos face too. Like I had no clue that it was gonna turn out like this, and like I wasn't working from reference or anything. I just like had the bricks in front of me, and I just started going. I was like, all right, I'm starting from the chin. Boom, I got the chin kind of figured out, and then started working with the rest of the face. No, the chin needs to pop out more. So that, and by midnight, I had this thing like done, and it's just one of those things where like you have the inspiration, you have the momentum, and you have the clear idea in your head, and you just go with it, right? Which, I mean, on a good day is what happens when you're building. On a bad day is like pulling teeth. So we won't even get into the dentist issues and such. He's just finished destroying half the world, which is happy. No, it's probably not destroying half the world that's made him happy, but in his mind, he's probably thinks that he's pleased late Mistress Death, and that's what's made him happy. So yeah, essentially the same thing, but I mean the motivation behind it. The sculpting is amazing. The sculpting was it just hit. Like things just worked in that. Once I started working on the nose and I had the proportions of the face down. And maybe that brow is a little bit heavy, but I mean, working with just like slopes and bricks and just the stuff I had on hand for medium lavender, it turned out okay. Turned out okay. Oh, thanks, BFAB. I appreciate that, yo. But I was talking earlier, back before I did the stream restart, that I got the Kree Supreme Intelligence here, right? In one of my favorite Lego colors, the dark turquoise. And then I got Thanos here in the medium lavender, and my other current favorite Lego color is the dark pink, which I've been accumulating. So I'm trying to figure out a Marvel build because I want to keep it thematic. If I'm going to do a series of faces, I want to do like another Marvel one because I don't want to throw it too far to the wind. Because I mean, even though my city is a serious mashup, I mean, like I got trolls hanging out with Green Lantern, hanging out with Powerpuff Girls, Adventure Time, hanging out with Gremlins and Sonic, and everybody's just having a good time in this city. There's no factions, no groups, nobody's isolated. Like when I first started doing the city, I kind of had a place where I put my DC folk, I had a place where I put my Marvel folk, I had a place where I put my Lego folk. But now it's a community, and it's we're thriving. So yeah, I want to come up with another face, and I want that face to be in dark pink. Unfortunately, the High Evolutionary is probably the only one I can think of right now that would work okay with that. Fortunately or unfortunately, High Evolutionary was a character I didn't really get into too much, but he is a Marvel entity. Okay, so going back over doing the recap of the now improved stream. Did get my hands on the bonsai, yes, and I do have the frogs up there on top, and I can't tilt this too much because we have all these loose tiles there in the bottom, for gravel, soilish looking stuff. But got my hands on one. I've had it back ordered since March, and sure enough, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It does look actually better with the frog action going on. Baron Zemo's possible. Although Baron Zemo, I probably want to do in magenta. I think Baron Zemo, if you're going to do that mask, these guys, magenta would be killer for that. Which is another affordable Lego color. Like I'm all about the affordable colors, which are usually the brighter, more rich, more dense, almost frenzy colors. You know, or the ones you see in troll sets, which thankfully they're cheap. But yeah, like the build on this is awesome, super intuitive, super quick. Like it's gonna go a lot faster than you thought it would from the number of pieces indicated on the box. So like an hour or so, you'll have this all set. But it's lovely, it's beautiful. Koi, thanks for making it back, yo. And then yeah, it does come with its own little coffee table, which is awesome. And I had the coffee table on the coffee table earlier today, so that was kind of meta, right? Awesome. Coffee table. I mean, it's a stand. It's a dry stand for a tree. See you do Spider-Man. I know for Lego's bust like Venom and Carnage, they have failed to do a perfect shape. Oh, thanks, yo. I mean, I could try. I mean, my mind grapes are all invested right now in the Daily Bugle. I mean, the Daily Bugle is what I woke up thinking about. Well, besides the Nautilus, what I woke up thinking about, what I went to bed thinking about, what I'm planning to do here in town. So essentially, I've got space for it. I'm just going to end up scooting Wayne Manor, which is right here next to us. I'm going to scoot that down like a 32 by 32, plate. One base plate. Yeah, let's say that. Let's use our words today. So we're going to scoot this down one base plate. Make room for the Daily Bugle, which may or may not go directly next to Doctor Strange's house. As you can see there, Doctor Strange's house. So yeah, it's going to end up going on this block because and this is something I want to do in a future stream when the pixels are with me and the sound is with me and things are going smooth, and then I've got the Nautilus off my plate. We're going to be rebuilding the Batcave in Wayne Manor because it's shifted, it's moved. There are accommodations to the new place in the room that have to be incorporated into it, as well as just pretty much a full-on overhaul. So get this out of there, this out of there. So yeah, you can see the Wayne Manor right here, and of course Batcave down beneath it. And the Batcave is pretty much where the Batcave is going to be. I think I'm going to have it extending under some of the other buildings as well, because this area right beneath here, I've cleaned out all of my small vessel spaceships, which are now down here. Yeah, it's all pretty well contained, which are all down there now. So there's a whole lot of space in here. So we're going to make a subway station eventually. We're going to be putting a gym in this area, with a little basketball court, little, maybe a tennis setup because I got a couple tennis players. So yeah, we're going to be working on some stuff here. Maybe a small underground parking garage because I got so many cars. I need a garage to put them all. The Daily Bugle use base plate or 16 by 16s. I think it's they might be using the thing that I do, which is I get a 32 by 32, and this is what I've been doing recently, and especially when I've been rebuilding my buildings just to make them more stable, because of the way I have my grids set up with the Technic bricks underneath to support everything. Talking fast, yo. It's going to be a 32 by 32 plate with 4 16 by 16s on it. And that makes an incredibly stable base, especially once you start connecting things on top of that. Then, I mean, it's like iron. It's plastic iron. Something. Anyway, but it's pretty strong and it's pretty stable. That's what pretty much everything is on right now. I think Doctor Strange's house is the only one that doesn't have that going on. But mostly because Doctor Strange's house is incredibly strong. I have 12 by 12 Technic bricks, which are kind of like the mosaic bricks, the 16 by 16s that you would see in the mosaic sets. So I've got some older school ones like that, and they're in there, and that makes large floor areas that are pretty strong and light throughout the whole structure. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Mills. Yeah, Mills. Mills is great if you go to conventions and you want to show your stuff with other people's things and you want to be part of the team. I've never been to a physical Lego convention. I've never taken my buildings places to show them because I don't really have a car. Well, I mean, we share a car, but there's no way I can pack all this stuff in there, and there's no way I'm going to put it in a U-Haul trailer. So I'd have to have like a van. I have a little van, and then me being me, I'd have to have like the bed of the van lined with like 2-inch foam to absorb all the shocks that might occur transporting the stuff. And that's pretty much why I don't show things. Plus, I'm really an introvert. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I stay here and build stuff. And then like because of this whole pandemic this last year, I mean, I found a community. I found the AFOL community. And I mean, I probably would have found everybody eventually, slowly over time, thanks to Lego Masters and things like that, and then opening my eyes to this whole world out there, like that I'm not alone, right? And that there was this whole fan community, and everybody, goes to these conventions and stuff. Which I mean, I've heard of 1 or 2 conventions, but like never in my mind would I have thought of I'd attend one, let alone show off any of my mocks there. Although Galactus is pretty transportable, and if I do end up ever taking him to a live physical convention, I will be transporting him in a child's car seat because that's the way it's going to have to be. He's unruly as hell on the road. He flips people off. Like, he does not care. Galactus doesn't care. He's just hungry all the time. So get the boy a Snickers, put him in the back seat, call it good. So yeah. Hey, Joel. Yeah, no worries being late. You missed the whole debacle with the pixelation, so your timing is impeccable. You're good, yo. Yeah, so that's really why I build things the way I do, because I build them to the city standard of the city that I have. And like going out and seeing other people's stuff would be awesome, but I'm kind of trapped in the middle of a state that doesn't have a lot of Lego convention action happening. I mean, I could probably go to something in Chicago, but that's a 4-hour drive. I could probably go to something in Ohio if they have something down there. Toronto, if I had a proper driver's license with a special ID thing or a passport, but I mean, going over to Canada ain't what it used to be 21 years ago. Yeah. So my ability to show things is pretty limited, and that's one of the reasons why I started doing the YouTube thing, because like I've got all this stuff back here. Nobody gets to take a look at it because I mean it's just all in my room, and people who come over may be checking this stuff out, but mostly it's in-laws. They're like, "Oh, that's nice. When are you gonna get a kid?" So yeah, we so yeah, that's the state of Lego things right now. But now that we have a proper resolution, or a more proper resolution, we're gonna take a look back at the Nautilus, because I just overjoyed. Actually, before we get to Nautilus, real quick again, Wild Lion for Pride is going to be the rebrick this set for June. Get the set really cheap, $12.29 Target, $12.49 Amazon, $14.99 MSRP. Lovely pieces, like I think there's 224 here. Set 31112, and yeah, it's a cool set. It's got a lot of great colors. It's got a lot of great versatile pieces. Like there's a whole lot of plates in here, that'll just make your day. So get the set, make something else out of it, post it on Instagram, #rebrickthis, and #rebrickthis June 21. And then we'll find it. But even if you can't remember that and just put #rebrickthis, Brickanista and I will find it, and we'll throw the other hashtag on there, and everything will be good. It's just to make it a little bit easier to find everything when we do our slideshows at the month. And so this is going to be going until June 27th. This is going we asked the chat. They wanted to have a longer period to work with this, because 1 month from then would be the 20th, which would be Father's Day, which I'm going to be on the grill all day for Father's Day. That's just, I know what my lot in life is. I know what my destiny is going to be like. I can read a little bit into the future, and my future for that day is going to be on the grill, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally all right with that. So yeah, so we're going to be doing the slideshow on the 27th on Brickanista's YouTube channel on 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, so we'll be taking a look at all the awesome stuff everybody makes here. And yeah, Fab Fan MKE got out of the gate right away and just like an hour or so after the stream, he had it up. He's like, yeah, so I made a plane. And I was like, oh my God, he did. And it's fantastic. Check it out if you want to see something very cool. And yeah, follow hashtag rebrick this and hashtag rebrick this June 21, and you'll see all the awesome builds that everybody makes as soon as they get them posted up. But that's all being said now, and then we're gonna move on to the Nautilus because we're kind of caught up, ish, kind of caught up ish. All right. So we're gonna try the whole pan down thing to take a good look at the whole model in the wild. It's not in the wild. It's on a table. Yeah, I don't put my stuff out in the wild. You know, birds can crap on it and stuff. It's not seemly. It's not very sanitary either. All right, so Thanos, you go there. And Supreme Intelligence. I'm gonna go over here because you're just huge. You're just huge. And I still need to make like a housing for the Supreme Intelligence just because the boy's big. All right. Here we go. Coming back down. Nautilus. Here. And better definition, plus bonus points if you can place where my shirt's from. All right. So yeah, here we go. The Nautilus. Once again, yeah, this is the 4-3 brick. This we've been doing it for a while. That's awesome. And the Captain America one is just like everybody put out such great stuff that I mean, there's no reason to not keep doing it because I mean, I want to give you all the excuses that you need to get any set that is cheap that you would normally get. Something that you would just, be like, yeah, that looks cool, but I got no reason to get it. So we're giving you a reason. Why the Nautilus? Well, why the Nautilus is because as a child, I was obsessed with the movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's big time part of my life, this movie. Grew up in Florida, went to Disney World like a whole handful of times before and at the age of 4. So like I have very thin memories of the whole thing, but I do remember going into the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride and being it was my favorite thing. And also the movie is awesome. James Mason is just like so terrific in the movie. Like Captain Nemo is the man. And this is one of the greatest pieces of on-screen machinery that's ever been created, in my opinion. Honestly, like this thing is. As a kid, I fantasized about going on long submarine adventures and diving and eating the bounty of the sea and living off that and seaweed cigars and all that other stuff. So. Yeah, this is very big in my heart and mind, this set right here. And I need to do a stronger connection here in the back to keep the tail section on because it's just a thin plate right there, but I need to reinforce it slightly. But I'm going to go back over the features again because I've got them all honed in. There's just a little bit more work that needs to go in up here at the nose of the ship. Something up in between here. Because you can see the two eyes, and I don't want you to see both eyes at once. So I got to work with that a little bit, and then I got to work on the sloping here. I've got some replacement color replacement parts coming in for this stuff, and then after that, I got 2 pillars coming in for here. But then after that, I mean, this is pretty much done, and then we're going to be putting it on the ideas. See what kind of support we can drum up. But it's got a couple play features. Not sure if y'all have seen the movie, but if you haven't, watch it. It's awesome. Again, James Mason is the most sympathetic evil character, or so-called evil character in film history. All right, so starting here at the top, we have the entrance hatch to go down into the Nautilus. This is still a function that I'm working with to make it smooth and repeatable. Right now, I kind of have to fiddle and fudge and get a weird handle on that thing. But I know exactly what I'm going to do when I rebuild this. So it's just going to be a matter of taking it apart and doing it and then having a place for all this stuff to be spewed out. On the back here, the air vents. I'll show you just real quick with one. When the Nautilus surfaces, it replenishes its air supply for the interior of the ship. So that's what these do. When it surfaces, these pop up, the air recycles, goes down, they close. You know. I wanted to have these on a single mechanism where I could just like move a thing and all 5 would pop up at once, but there is no way to do that I can figure out. Hopefully, if this thing ever, you know, gets to the point where somebody else is taking a look at it and trying to make it, they'll be able to figure that out. So I'm gonna hopefully leave that to them. Yeah. So these hatches here are purely ornamental, but I do want them to be in the right color, so I'm switching that out. And we've got a hatch in front and a hatch in the back. And then the most successful play feature, which is, I mean, these are all very minuscule play features. I mean, play feature with air quotes around it for sure. But the Nautilus has a little skip that is here on the back. So that goes in there, and then when they're, you know, securing it and going down for a dive, this little panel comes out and covers that up. And so, yeah, these are the play features of the Nautilus, which are few, true, but I think they make it. I think they make it work. So yeah, I say it's gonna need some more work here. I do have some pieces coming in, hopefully today. Hopefully my USPS informed delivery has not led me astray. So yeah, once I get that stuff, it's gonna look sweet, and then I'm going to put it on Lego Ideas, and I'm gonna let everybody know. I'm gonna like tell everybody and your mother, like, hey, if you like this movie, if you want to see this thing, or if you want to get like an awesome parts pack with a whole lot of reddish brown because it keeps breaking on you and you need to replace it, this will be the balm to soothe your soul. So it is. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's why the Nautilus, that's why I'm working on this. And I thought I was going to build some on it today, but it's pretty, I was working so much on this thing this morning. Like usually I get up and get my tunes going, you know, try and get, you know, my mojo working for the day. Right. But not today. Today I just got up, had a smoke, and then came in here with my coffee and I just started going. I didn't even take time to, you know, put on any music or anything. I was just working because I knew where I wanted to do, what I needed to do today to correct where I left it last night. So I just dove right in. So yeah, that's the dove right in. Yeah, there we go. Punning all over the place. All right, so what can we work on? Certainly not this guy, because I'm waiting for more mixel joints to come in. And then I need to make a beak and plate across the back here. So yeah, the squid is on the way. Squid is in the works. Squid is the word. Come here, you. So we got a wild lion, right? We got a wild lion and 15 or so minutes, but I might go a little bit more because to make up for the whole thing, squid is the word. Squid is the word, is the time. And squid is the way we are feeling. Da 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 da. All right, so this is what we got to work with for the extra bits from Wild Lions. And one of the cool things that this came with from the main thing, the little side build, the side build of the main build. Yeah, the new theme song for Don Brickles. But yeah, it's got that nice little vulture. I mean, the sunlight is kind of muted through that window, but it's still kind of bleaching. You can see the dark pink that they're working there for those bits. And yeah, it's got a heart on top of the head. So this is a sweet little vulture, and this thing is going to survive probably. It also comes with carnivore leavings. Yeah, so nice little rib cage with apparently a whole lot of good flesh still on there. So this thing is going to be like gnawing on it for days. This is a good kitty, aren't you? He's a good kitty. Yeah. Unlike that Nora, who's crazy. Yeah, so we got the cat. Let's see if we can do a bull stretch. Kinda. But yeah, so I mean, eventually what I'm going to do, because for every rebrick this challenge, I try to make the 3, or when we get the 3-in-1, I try to build all 3 things, do a quick video on that and put it up. So I'm going to be working on that pretty soon here, but I'm going to go ahead and do a rebrick now, just because you've all waited for something to happen today, and hopefully something is going to happen here. But yeah, the vulture is definitely the best part. Doc, hey! Yes, I am back, and hopefully, well, maybe not better than ever, but visible, at least. So yeah, I went through and saw a better resolution version of the Nautilus here, but now I'm working on a rebrick here, and we'll just go until this rebrick is done, because, I mean, technically it would be 15 minutes from now, but then we had that minor hiatus, plus, like, the whole earlier part of the stream is pixelated, so it's kind of invalidated, right? All right, so breaking them down, and you can see, like, all the good stuff that's in here, in that flame yellow. These underslopes, which these are the kind of things that hang around and get in your way, and you never need them until you need them. So they hang out. But when you need them, oh, that is the piece to have. And then we got a nice, strong 2x8 here in the backbone. We've actually got 2 2x8s there. All right, so got to come up with an idea here. What are we going to make? What is popping out? And dark red is another of the brittle colors. I have lost 3 plates in the making of the Nautilus so far. But dark red is a bit on the brittle side, but you see we got those nice, could be a claw, could be rock. I've seen it used as ice. And we got some mixels. And since Fat Fan did a plane, I gotta I believe the bar has been raised for me here. I gotta try and think outside of that box, as it were. Tuscan Productions, what up, yo? Heyo. All right. Brick separator might be employed, because this has got some really good connections on it. Really solid stuff. All right. And I'm just breaking this down, seeing if anything pops out at me while I make this big pile of things here. And so far I got nothing. Let's see. We got a couple strong 2x4s. Lion. This lion head is awesome. The way they made that bottom jaw is just, that's killer. Plus, another good thing about the set is you get 2 of these little white bits. That 1x1 plate with the double hollow stud coming off the side. Love that bit, and I have 2 in white now. I have like probably a good 1,000 of them in black. Still, okay, that went over there somewhere. Still from my first ever pick-a-brick wall hit. Back in the halcyon days of youth. All right, breaking apart, breaking it. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. All right, there we go. And you also get 2 in black. So there it is. One of the greatest things, actually 2 of the greatest things, because you get 2. You get the super snot. You get 2 super snots. And these have shown up in Mario sets. These have shown up in a couple of different places. But it's the super snot. So your typical snot brick, right? With your, was it one brick and 2 plates high? But it's like a universal snot. Which, I mean, you should probably get that looked at by a doctor. But yeah, we got the 2 snots coming off the side. We got the one on there. Yeah. So this, like, put this together, right? You're unstoppable. You can make a little cube even, or a little sphere, if you just reverse the directions on that, right, and throw some other stuff on there, yeah, you've got snot in 4 directions right there. So yeah, awesome little bits. Great to have in this set. I mean, I might even pick up another one of these just for the awesome parts that are involved in it. All right, let's break down this log. All right, so what am I feeling here? Are we feeling landscapey? I don't want to tread on Brickanista's toes and go ahead and start making a pirate ship, because I mean those are her waters, and I don't want to I don't want to muddy the waters with my interference. But I see excellent parts for a pirate ship in here. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's see. Should we start with Super Snot? Should I make a character? Should we make a car? We've only got 2 round tiles there, but we've got these little bits here, which are, yeah, that's your hood. That's your hood. I'm not gonna mess with your hood. That's you and Aqua Mike in the waters. But you got these, and you get them in tan and in dark red in here, and these are lovely little bits. I love them so much. If you ever work with power functions lights and you need to train that light somewhere, that hole on the end is perfect. It's perfect. Like the power function light extends a little bit through it, so it's got a wider beam, and you put this on a mixel like this, and you have an angleable light. You can point that anywhere you need to, and that's what I've got going on in my fountain over here, and that's what I have going on in a number of my interiors. Do like a landscape with a micro build person. Don't make me send Mario and Yoshi to get you. Yeah, Mario's gone straight gangsta. If you haven't been watching Brickanista's broadcasts, she did a mock with Mario and Yoshi, and they're sporting gats, and they're not taking any smack from anybody. But I have an answer for that, because I don't know why I was doing this, but I did this the other day. I have a crime cartel that's going to be starting up here before too long, and these guys don't take no mess. So, yeah, just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. I got my peeps watching my back, and they're all crustaceans. Found in brickheads a lot. Yeah. Oh, the brickheads. Yummy brickheads. All right. Let's see. Micro build. Don't really have, well, I've got the clear eye elements there. For a person, place, or thing. Man, now see, I said I wasn't going to do a pirate ship. Now I'm looking at this, and all I'm seeing is pirate ship. But pirate ship is easily translatable into spaceship. Oh, this is, yeah. Dark red snots. Sorry, I get excited about these things. I get excited. Yo, I get excited about a double cheese wedge. I really do. Like it's the little things in life. And I mean, there are people who talk a lot of smack about like smaller Lego pieces, like getting a dot set or something like that, and being like, oh, well, you know, the price per piece is way off because those are so tiny. But you know what? When you need that piece, regardless of what size it is, that is the most important piece in the world for you. And you will go and make a Bricklink order specifically just to get that piece. I mean, you're going to get more, but like that is your driving focus. So there are no small pieces, only small builds. Actually, no, there are totally small pieces. Never mind me. Yeah, that's the super snot. Snot plus. Snot and then some. Yes. Or the need for antihistamine. Yeah. So yeah, essentially that's how they use it there. And that's just an awesome thing the Lego has come up with. All right, so we got yellow, we got dark red. We got couple other little extra colors in here as well. About to order 18,000 small pieces. I hear you, Hooded One. I hear you. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I mean, I honestly can't talk. I did the Dots raid a while back at Michael's. It's a craft store we have here stateside, and I mean it's known to have Lego in it, but it is not known for Lego. So the Dots, when they showed up there, of course it's a craft store, so they loaded up on them in their stock, and I guess they went too far because they put them at like 75% clearance for most of them. So that's where I got the majority of mine. I'll show you here. Yeah. So I'm not sure how many pieces are in here. I just know there are too many. There are so many, and I've already got so many dots in use. Like this is my bulk dot bin that has to have some kind of purpose eventually. And there's a good number of coral and dark pink in there as well. But back to the matter at hand. Literally, back to the matter at hand. Yeah, that is quite a lot. That is quite a lot. That's a sizable mock. But I mean, more power to you, yo. More power to you. They say go big or go home, right? Well, I'm already home, so why not go big? Yeah. All right, and so far I have lost. Well, I haven't lost. One of these dark brown bars have gone. Yay! So I'm working at a slight handicap, very slight handicap. But I need to come up with a little scene. Pixilation is starting again. No. I must work fast. Must work fast and diligently. I have to build like my stream was depending on it. All right. Yellow plate, yellow plate, yellow plate, yellow plate, yellow plate, yellow plate, yellow plate. Yeah, we'll go with a microscale building. We will try to go with a microscale building. Correction. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just a landscape. I don't know. Once you start putting the pieces together here, things start to pop out at you. So yeah, Brickanista, thanks for keeping me heads up on that. Let me know if Pixilation reaches a critical mass, because I mean I can't really do anything about it at this point, but I would just like to be aware. All right. Plus trying to come up with something quick here on the fly, which I have no idea still what I'm going to make here. I'm just hoping that inspiration pops out at me. Okay. That. There's two little sail pieces right there. Not quite Minecraft mode. 80 by 224 mosaic. Yo. That's about the size of the mosaic that I plotted in studio to do. I'm not sure how much into music you folks are, but I like T-Rex and I like Iggy Pop and David Bowie and Lou Reed. And there is a photo. It's a very classic photo with David Bowie, Lou Reed, and Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop in the center, and there, you know, Iggy's got his arms around the other guys, and Iggy Pop's wearing a T-Rex t-shirt. That's a mosaic I wanted to make, and that's about the resolution I had to get it to get it looking awesome. And that at the time that I saw what the dimensions were, that's when I kind of axed the idea, because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this many colors in that variety. Okay, that's sorry, bad sentence. All right. Come on, mind. Show me some things. Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I think I'm getting an idea or a notion of an idea. Yeah, and then the when I did that submission of the studio file for the Tricky Bricks last mosaic thing, was it a mosaic thing? Yeah. And I did that huge vision mosaic. That thing is like prohibitively large. Like there's no good way to make that. So another idea bites the dust. So I'm working right now. I'm thinking red keep. Panda beat bit tile, yeah. If you want to go with the 16 by 16 Brickanista, they're cool. They're heavy and stable. The downside is they're what, $6 or $9 each on Bricks and Pieces. So yeah, if you do end up going that route and you do want to do it 48 by 48, I believe that's like the prescribed size for those mosaics. So you're just going to pretty much want to pick which mosaic set has the colors that you're going to need, and just go ahead and get that set and then turn it into what you want it to be. That's the best way to work with that. Yeah, students definitely. I'm going to recommend this to anybody. If you're planning on making a mosaic, do it in Studio first. You'll see exactly what you need piece-wise. It can produce a wanted list for you for that particular build, and so you'll have it right there in front of you exactly what pieces you need to complete your vision or your Wanda, whichever way you're going. All right, this is not going very well, but I'm powering forward anyway. Magenta. There is some magenta in the Maryland. There is a small number of 1x1 rounds in Maryland. I think it's somewhere in the 20s or 30s. Panda, Wanda, whatever. Yeah, exactly. All right. What have we got going on here? All right, if I do this and do this. I gotta need another plate. I need another plate. All right, so bumping that up a plate. Just that. Kind of starting on something that is either entirely creepy or I don't even know. I don't even know. All right. I'll bolster it there with these. All right. Can we do anything with like battlement or anything inside there? Yeah, there's some nice medium nougat plates in here. 1x2s and 2x2s. I'm just calling out random stuff while I'm building just because I have no focus right now. Also because I really want that stuff to show up in the mail. So much so that it's raising my octaves. I'm verging on shrill, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Dark red, we are down to these elements now. So that's pretty much what I got for that. Could use the Super Sentai Snot. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. Well, if this doesn't end up looking like, yeah, dark red is definitely a favorite of mine for sure. If this doesn't end up looking like anything very soon, I might have to do the whole step aside, come back to it later, look at it with new eyes, and then, process, right? Plus, I mean, if you're doing something big, or even if you're doing something small, it pays to take a step back and look at it. It really does. Especially when it comes to getting proportion correct. And do I have any more 1x2 little curved round slopes? One. Nope, that's inverted. Blast. This is a little gap there. Yep, I'm getting fumbly. My brain thinks it knows what it wants to do. My body's like, All right, this is right now. It's just looking like a really elaborate easy chair or something like that. Yeah, really all I've used is Studio to work on the mosaics, and Studio is okay. Studio's actually a lot better than I thought it would be for those things. However, if you want to render something in Studio, it takes a while, and if you want to render an animation, be prepared for it to take days. Just saying. Just saying. Trying to animate a brickhead, devoted 2 days to letting it do that, and then it didn't properly save the image, so it corrupted. So there's that happens. All right, I'm gonna put these little a butterfly. Yo, I don't even know what this is right now. I'm just stacking bricks and trying to see if anything comes out at me. All right, let's see. Yeah, I got to admit, Google Chrome has really. There we go. Let's try to reverse these. Take that stuff off there. See what we got. Google Chrome is like made life so easy for me. I'm just all about the convenience of it. And I mean, I used to do DOS, yo. So honestly, anything that we're talking about right now, technology-wise, it's all Star Trek for me, yo. So. Okay. I am really not making anything at all here. All right. I totally know what this is going to be. Can I execute it in 10 minutes? We'll find out. We will, sure as the day is long, we will find out. Okay, and oh yeah, and shoot, I forgot to mention this earlier. Brickanista and I are going to be on Tricky Bricks on Wednesday. Flynn's starting this new thing, like a spotlight deal, and we're going to be spotlighted, and they're going to be talking about this very thing here, the rebricking of dealy doos and whatnot. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And it's probably going to be scheduled around Logan cookie time. So I've told Nora to adjust her napping schedule. She told me to F off. And so that's where we're at right now. We will see if relations improve, if I can get a contract negotiation going with her. But, I mean, that cat is in demand right now. Yes, it will be Doppio. Community Spotlight. That's it. Community Spotlight. But in other news, BrickCan was this weekend, which unfortunately I didn't go. I mean, I could have attended, but I felt that I missed out getting the little bonus pack where Brickanista got all those goodies. And so in missing out on that, I was just like, well, I could probably spend the weekend working on the Nautilus like I should be. And so I kind of did. Yeah, Nora, yo, she was a handful earlier, Doc. Let me tell you, yo. I put treats down for her, opened the sunroom up so she could go out there if she wanted to and get some sun. Gave her cuddles and scratchings, and she would not stop howling, yo. And I was like, "What is your major malfunction, kid?" To which she responded with howling. So that's kind of how my morning went. All right. Okay, this is looking really weird, but at least it's got a direction. Oh my God, this is totally Chester. Oh, I'm gonna make Chester. Well, not with this amendment. I mean, Chester. Working on a face. Going face-wise with it. That's a very bushy mustache. So this is of course just the beginning of it. I'm probably gonna blow through and tweak it on and off again for the rest of the day until I get it to a decent spot. Because I mean, I don't want my first rebrick this to be just kind of a throwaway. I want it to look decent, especially since Fab Fan threw down the gauntlet. Now I got to be like making good things. I got to make with the good builds. See. All right, so bushy mustache is definitely going to call for bushy eyebrows in response. So yeah, let's peel some of this back. Yeah, the mustache, yo. Like, see, this is why fumbling around with bricks is a good thing. It will lead you inevitably to someplace you didn't think you were going to go. Okay. Eyebrows, right? Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is only a face that a mother could love, but I am finding my limitations here, let me tell you. All right, try some up brackets, see what the up brackets do. There's gotta be more. Like, the great thing about these 3-in-1s is they come with a ton of brackets and mixels. And, you know, just great utility pieces that can pinch hit for any kind of mock you're trying to make. And I feel like I need to make those eyebrows pop a bit more. I know there's got to be one more of that. There it is. Okay, this is dorky as all get out. This is bad. This is bad, yo. But I mean, it's a start. It's a direction, right? We're finding something and going somewhere. So yeah. Another mask, another face. Just another disguise. You know, I'm pretty sure that I would be psychologically profiled when somebody looked at this. Like, you tend to make masks, I notice. Tell me about your childhood. Eyes without a face. All right, stack. And there's a whole lot of 1x2s up in this, y'all. There's a whole lot of 1x2s. Like, if there is a piece that can get you through most of your hard times, it's going to be your classic 1x2 plate. Classic for a reason. Super versatile. Brickanista said that it's Tiago's favorite piece, and I gotta say, I can see why. You can do anything with a 1x2. You really can. If I could manufacture some ears here. So we're going back on the nose. Nose reverse. Boom. Ears. Kinda. Yeah. Yeah, that is not an improvement at all. Yeah, the 1x2 rounded is. The 1x2 rounded is. However, the 1x2 rounded doesn't have the stability when you're trying to keep it straight. Just because of that rounded nature of it. So I mean, like, Lego is just like tools. There's a correct tool in the box for every task. And now I definitely hear the mailman outside, or it could be a female man, or I mean, female carrier. God, that doesn't sound right either. Okay, there's a mail carrier outside. I just heard the vehicle. There we go. Female man. There's a female man out there. How do I know? Trust me. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna take some doings. This is gonna take some doings to get a look at it right. Okay, now it looks like some weird creature from the labyrinth. Getting down with the bug man. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going down the face route here. There we go. All right. All right, yeah, I'm sticking with the tongue. It's silly. It helps to offset the other junk that's going on in there. And of course, like I've said before, this thing ain't even going to be close to finished today. Well, I mean, in the stream. Yeah, the tongue works. The tongue totally works, yo. Hey, that Phoenix, what's going on, yo? Speaking of Phoenix, the Fox set is coming out June 1st from the Harry Potter. So I've pre-ordered one. I'm going to get it, and then I'm going to turn it into something else because, I mean, Fox is cool, but there is another Phoenix out there that I love so much more that I've got to pay it tribute, and the colors are right. It's going to need some more working, so it's probably going to be something that, it's going to take a couple weeks because I'm going to have to bricklink some things. But there's a Phoenix that's been on my build short list for years that I wanted to make, and that is going to provide me with the opportunity to do so. So I'm going to do so because, as they say, you must strike when the iron's hot. But blacksmithing is something that you see less of these days. Certainly no Jovito Seidel, but we're getting somewhere. I mean, it might not be a good place that we're getting to, but we're getting somewhere, by gum. Sometimes you just get desperate when you're building and you throw something up there saying, please work. Please work. And of course it doesn't work because, I mean, that's how fate mocks you, right? So you go back in and you do it again. Let's try this out, which is probably not going to work out too good. And there. Yeah, mail carrier. Excuse me. Yeah, I could probably riff on that for another hour or two. But I will save your ears that horror. Getting that out there. Okay. I'm just trying to give these ears more body. And failing horribly. Which means I should probably just nix the ears altogether, but I don't know. We're getting something started, right? As long as I tell myself that, I'll feel more confident. So yeah, it's looking kind of silly. It's gonna need a little bit more zhuzhing. Well, zhuzhing. That's yeah. It's gonna need an entire facelift and a makeover and a chemical peel. It's definitely gonna need a cucumber mask. There's a lot of expert level beauty stuff that's gonna have to go on here with this face. On the for real. All right, let's try this. Let's try this. And yeah, that's just not. That's not. It ain't. It ain't working. I tell you, that boy ain't right. Drop that down. Make that out. This is one of those things where I feel like I'm on the verge of figuring something out. And I actually could be on the verge of figuring something out, or it could be one of those situations where your mind just keeps playing tricks on you. It's like, yeah, oh, you got this. Don't worry. You got this, dude. You're good. He totally doesn't have this. All right. Let's see. I kind of feel weird putting my hands down there, like by his tongue now. Is that strange? You don't have to answer. That is strange. Okay. Yeah, that is high maintenance for the face. But I tell you what, once you get started on the Patrick Bateman regimen, skincare becomes your top priority. And certainly not construction methods. They've got nothing to do with any kind of priority. They are low on the totem pole, as it were. I'm going to have to do something different with the eyes. Because that blends way too much. I'm going to have to figure out a way to make them pop. Or we have the classic hollow stud. If I can show it there and not be too bleached. Hollow stud. TMI, yeah, you know what? I bust out with the TMI all the time. Actually, when I was younger, I thought of having a superhero who was like, that was his power, and he was called TMI Man. And so essentially he would fight crime just by, getting up with the criminals and just telling them about all the medical problems that they were going through. And, oh, you should see what happened in the bathroom this morning. Oh, let me tell you, just anything like that. I'm like, oh my God, please stop. Lock me up right now. Get me away from this guy. And so TMI would save the day. TMI Man. Not to be confused with Iman, who was, or Iman, who was married to David Bowie. All right. These eyes are certainly more expressive, I'll tell you that. Sorry, Vulture. I got to take you apart. So you've only got 2 of the white hollow studs in this set, because they only generally use 1 on that Vulture, plus you get the spare. So, all right, those eyes are a lot more purposeful. Those eyes are a lot more. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. That is straight up homicidal maniac weird. So I'm going with it. Oh, and there's teeth. Wait, yes, there's teeth. There's teeth. There's teeth. There's teeth. I can make these teeth work. I can totally make these teeth work. Just give me some down brackets, man. I said down brackets, man. Down bracket. Down bracket. And a little bracket down by the river. Got 4. Yes. This will work. This will work because it's got to work. Yeah. But I mean, the ostrich build looks amazing though, Joel. I really do. I'm very excited to put together the ostrich. But yeah, a meerkat, you know, if somebody hasn't already done it for Rebrickable, I think that this would be a prime thing to do with the hashtag Rebrick this. There we go. We got teeth. Would be to go ahead and do a meerkat with it. So yeah, we're getting somewhere now. Let's see. It's creating something whole cloth out of thin air and bricks. And my mother said I'd never amount to anything. Oh, that's not true. My mother was very supportive. See, I can't do Rodney Dangerfield bits because, unfortunately, I've had too decent of a life. You know what? No, I'm not saying that. There we go. I was gonna say the thing that I said last week that I would never say again about getting a build almost to the finishing point and what happens. But then I heard myself when I said it last week, and I was like, that doesn't sound good. Don't say that anymore. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. Too high on the brows. Let's see if, or you know what? Here we go. Apollo studs. I have been actively trying to not adopt the term Apollo stud. It's infectious, yo. Because when I think Apollo stud, of course I think John Glenn. Wait, he wasn't Apollo, was he? No, that was Neil Armstrong. So I guess I don't. I mean, Buzz Aldrin would be more of the Apollo stud if you want to go that route. Buzz Aldrin's hot, y'all. Plus, he's still alive. Yeah, definitely going to need to be worked again here. Let's see. Kind of make the eyes direct just a little bit, like if I want it looking off to the side. If I can do it without it breaking on me, which I can't. All right, let's try this. Let's see. No, too dorky. Too dorky. Just when you think you figured something out, you realize you haven't made much progress at all. Until now. There, eyebrows. And I feel like I need to figure out something here. All right. Yep. We're gonna do that with these snots. Yeah, I'm getting a severe Muppet vibe too. That's why I was totally getting a Labyrinth feel here. Certainly a Jim Henson Studios thing. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay. Extra snot. Nope. That goes back there, but then that's where I hit that every time. All right, so do that there. Bring this here. No. Brackets. There. Are you in system? Are you? No, it's stressing. Blast. Okay. All right. I just keep flailing at this thing like it's going to present me with things, solutions and such. Really, it's just not. Okay. There. That. This. That. Okay. Now, what if? Yeah, what if indeed? Don't have any jumpers. No jumpers. No, there are no jumpers in this set. Doesn't that just beat all? If you want an old-timey turn of phrase, there you go. Oh, but wait. Hold on. We're getting cheeky. We are cheeky, folks. Oh, my God. We are facing it. We're getting faced. I'm not going to say anything more than that. But I might not need that. Switch over to this. Okay. And then we got on these. That. Do the cheeks there. The thing underneath that chin. I mean, underneath that chin. I have no chin here. I got to create a chin. Dorky is the new button. For sure, yo. Yeah, no worries, Hooded One. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick through this. I got maybe 5 or 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna have this thing to somewhere presentable, I'm sure. But don't give up. You can never give up. Boom. All right. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Of course, that's what my dad told me from the back when I was in the back seat all the time. Like, are we there yet? We're getting there. Are we? Don't ask that again. Make you walk. All right. 3. Yeah, 3 plate, and there goes a cheek. Yeah, these cheeks are not held on very strongly. They're only on there by a single stud, and even that is precarious. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough plate. No. Unless I were to give this cat some chinny whiskers. Do I have another down bracket? Got another down bracket, just in white. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Hold on to your potatoes. I mean, honestly, this isn't earth-shattering or anything, but it just seemed like the appropriate thing to say. And of course, this being a rebrick, this build, this is not something that I'm, locking everything in and reinforcing stuff, because you just don't really have to a lot of times with this. You're working with these limited pieces. But yeah, look at that. This dude thing. That's a dude thing. Yeah. Man, if only I could push that back just a wee bit more, but I can't. So, yeah, there we go. So what do we think? Hair on top? No hair on top? Because I want to do it with the dark red, of course, to be consistent, but I am surely low on dark red elements. I got 3 cheese wedges. I got 1 double cheese wedge. I got 4, and then I've got this underbit. Now, this underbit, honestly, going way back in the day when they made these, this was one of the first things that really got me into Lego as a kid. I had a yellow rescue helicopter that I picked up, and I built in the car on the road. But it had these segmented up for the tail section of that helicopter, and ever since then, Lego's just captured my mind with this stuff. That's when it stopped becoming about little cheap space sets for me and things like that, and then I started to and I think it was probably in that set where I got the catalog or little pamphlet that showed the Black Seas Barracuda, and that's the rest is history. That's been in my mind ever since. All right. Let's see. Man, I wish I had some more. I'm going to keep saying it. I wish I had some more dark red. Let's see. It kind of looks like he's got a part going on up in the hair. I guess that works. I suppose that works. Let's see what we all got left here. So this is the unused pile. And this is the little face we got so far. It works. I'm happy where this thing is now. Although there's still you still have that feeling afterwards that there's this couple little elements that you're sure you can use somewhere, but you can't really figure it out, and then they just kind of keep haunting you, and then you get obsessed over it, and then you go a little crazy. Yeah, so there, little upset demon facey fawn labyrinth, or even less Labyrinth meets Pan's Labyrinth is kind of what's going on here a little bit. Maybe with a side of Mephistopheles for the sake of it. But yeah. So yeah, not bad. I'll try something else real quick with the nose, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. Thanks, Brickanista. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So yeah, got the little cheese wedges on there for the nose, and yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. It came together. Oh my God, how does that work? That shouldn't even work, but it fits. Let's just put that round tile up there, and that's 2 of those. What is it? Yeah, 2x3 wedges that go through like that. So I got them on the thing. And then, so miraculously, this clutch is right between it, which is perfect. That little piece right there. So it just has enough tolerance for those angles right there. So yeah. Good start for the rebrick this, #rebrick this. So I'm going to try and gingerly get this thing set up to take some photos before it falls apart on me. Because it wants to. It wants to go back to its natural state of being individual elements. But not yet. Not yet. So yes. We did something today. We created something. It took a while. It was kind of like pulling teeth a little bit, and I mean there were teeth involved for sure. Muppet Monster, yes. But yeah, we got something. We got something, and I mean it's got character, it's got personality. It took a while to get here, but I mean that's labor. Sometimes you don't know how long something's going to take to pop out, but when it does, it's there. So yeah, bristly mustache dude. So yes, thank you everybody for coming back and checking things out. This part 3, technically part 3 of today's stream. So yeah, we've got stuff knocked out. We've gone not really overtime because I mean the first one really didn't count, right? Because that was all kinds of pixelated mumbo jumbo, and I mean if I were doing like a podcast and you only had to listen to me, that would be something. But I mean this is a visual medium we're working in here, and we're dealing with Legos, which you want to take a look at, right? I mean, some people can, you know, I assume some people are good enough to be able to figure out what's going on just by the snap of a brick in a certain way or clink plastic things. But I need to see what I'm working on, and I'm glad you all stuck with me for this. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. And we made some good stuff today. We made an awesome thing. We've looked at some craziness. Hashtag rebrick this is going down, and it's Pride, so Wild Lion set, because I feel slightly chuffed about coming up with that. And we took a look at the Nautilus, which is so close to being done. It's so close, I can taste it. I'm probably gonna have to, like I say, do one more Bricklink order to get those slopes, to get that working on. Huge delay between phone and PC, dude. Yeah, I for sure. Like some days I'll be like watching Tricky Bricks or something, and I have it on my PC, on the PS4, and on the phone. Like if I'm stepping out for a cigarette, and then when I come back in, like everything is all out of sync. Some days the PS4 is quicker than the laptop, and actually even the chat will show up quicker on the PS4 than it will on here. But like the stream will be going. So yeah, there's all kinds of time, space, fuzzy, wonky, timey-wimey action going on. So just be glad we can breathe and be alive for now, right? Yeah. All right. So yeah, thank you everybody for stopping in. I'm getting to the talky, rambly phase now. Need some hydration, need some nicotine, and I'm going to be quitting smoking again as soon as this pack of smokes is done. I'm gonna start it again. Like I started last Tuesday. Like I woke up, didn't have a smoke, I was good. And like in the evening, things got a little weird. And then but I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to tell you that I'm making the effort again because I want to put together, if not the Monkey Kid mech itself, certain elements of the side build. So fingers crossed that I can make it and we can get there and get to working on that so I can get this red building done. Probably not by the time Daily Bugle gets here. But when Daily Bugle gets here, we will be putting it together live, and I don't care how long it takes. I'm doing the whole thing. So yes, Daily Bugle day 1. It will be day 1 that I'm ordering it. Probably minute 1 online, but it's it's going to take FedEx a couple days to get here. So I'm going to be lucky to have it on or before the 1st with the rest of the schmoes. Sorry. But yeah, my Lego store is like an hour and a half away. I don't have the car during weekdays. So I would love to put it together like right then, but I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit. But as soon as I do get it, we're doing this. It's going right together. So I'm hoping it's gonna show up by that Monday. FedEx generally delivers here around 2. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Next week might be like we do the Monday thing and then Tuesday special edition. So we'll find out. But yeah, so Prickinista and I, Wednesday, Tricky Bricks, we'll be hanging out probably around Logan Cookie time. But I mean, we're all there for most of the time. Easy pass on that. I understand. I did have some trepidation because I've got probably at least 50% of the figures that are already in there. But it's the structure and it's Daredevil. As well as Punisher and Blade. That those are 2 kind of bonuses. But Daredevil is something I've I just need it because Matt Murdock rocks. But yeah, so there we go. When that comes in, we're going to be putting it together. Plus, I have a unique perspective on the skyscraper construction. So when we put that together, I'm either going to be loving it or tearing it right the hell apart because I've been doing skyscrapers for so long that it's so yeah. So yeah, tune in and see what happens because we're going to get there. But yeah, hashtag rebrick this. Hashtag rebrick this June 21. This is going to be going up today, and thank you all so much for hanging out and sticking with me and doing all the things and the whatnot and the wherefore, and here we are, and there we go. So yeah, next week, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? I'm actually going to ask my production manager because allegedly they know. So that's Nora, and I'm going to have to go have a talk with her. I saw they used rails on the outside of the building. Yeah. I have rails to make the circular building. I've contemplated because curtain wall construction is amazingly easy for a Lego skyscraper, and one awesome way to do that is with train rails. Hopefully someday I'll be able to execute something like that. But of course, curtain wall is going to make the entire structure lighter and stronger on the inside. But that's for another architecture stream at another time. We've already been talking for so long today, and I love hanging out with you guys. But I have obligations and duties and things to do. I got dishes to wash. I got dandelions to deal with. My entire lawn looks like an alien landscape right now. There's like thousands of dandelions out there just mocking me right now because they're not in the pretty yellow phase. Oh no, they're in the alien puffball phase. So I got to go deal with that. But yeah, so thanks everybody for hanging out. We're going to do this again next week. We're also going to have that special edition Daily Bugle when that arrives because Joel knows I've been waiting for this thing forever. I've been waiting for this thing at least since like December. It was around when I heard the first rumblings of it. So yeah, gotta get that going. But yeah, those are some lovely characters that are going to come in it. But yeah, and just good times. I'm just so glad I came up with something, and like from the point where this thing was when I started to where it is now. It's just like, how did that even happen? So yeah, thanks everybody for dealing with the pixelation today. Thanks for dealing with any audio issues that may have popped up and helping me solve them. Thank you very much. I'll try and be very much on top of things next time. And yeah, so happy building, everybody. May the clutch be with you. It is the force that binds us, that keeps us together, that flows through us. So yeah, that's the thing. But we're gonna go now because I just need some hydration for sure. But yeah, thanks everybody again. Love you much. Peace. Assalamu alaikum, and all the good stuff. Shalom.